Welcome back, everyone. Today we are continuing my laundry room transformation, exploring the often overlooked corners that make a house a home. In our last video, I took my sad laundry room side and gave it some personality and warmth. Today we will be tackling another essential part of this room, the furnace corner. In the last video, I removed this door and never told you why. The door was smaller than a standard door, and with the door in place, I would not be able to install the furnace door when it was done. The door was like in the middle, like very close to the furnace, and I would not be able to install anything there. I started with this art piece that I created a while ago. I didn't know what to do, so then I decided to use this as a bench top to give a mudroom vibe, since it's next to the garage. I used 2x4s to create the structure. Then I screw into the studs and to the side of the cabinet. I wanted to use the upper cabinet that we had before on top of the wash and dryer and somewhere in this laundry room because we needed some storage and it would be good to have to keep around to add some supplies for the laundry room. I wanted to build surrounds to hide the pipes, something super simple since the room is very narrow. If you are a professional on this, please keep the bad comments to yourself because as you can see, this is my first time doing this and I'm not professional. I did search a lot before doing this and I asked help from professionals before I started, but each person said something different every time. So I decided to do my own way and gather all the good things that they told me and that made sense to me, and that's what I'm doing. I'm using 2x4s and fire rate drywall for this part. When I built the door archway, I decided to bring 5 inches lower than the door opening was before because I knew I had to build this weird box that's going to be sticking out a little bit, a lot, and I didn't want to be able to see from the kitchen. And also, I think would help me add more supports for me to screw into the wall. I don't have a lot of footage of this part here, but I was working on a million things at the same time, so unfortunately I couldn't record everything. But I used the fire rate drywall, which is thicker and way heavier than the normal one. The furnace surround was the biggest challenge for me in this entire room because it's overhead work and it's pretty tiring. So shout out to all the drywall workers out there. Later on, I pulled the top cabinet up closer to the surround. Using some leftover scrap plywood, I built like a wall on both sides of the cabinet to close the gap. I will be adding mud anyway, so we'll look like one piece later on. With each cut and each screws, the room began to take shape. It's amazing what a difference a little bit of effort can make. I wanted to wrap this walnut MDF around the cabinet opening just to look a little bit more fancy. I'm cutting a 1/4 inch less than the actual depth of the cabinet so I can hide the MDF edges later. For the furnace doors, I used 1 sheet of plywood. First, I cut the height of both doors together. The leftover plywood, I cut it 6 strips, and this will be the supports. Each door will have 3 supports. Then the rest of the plywood, which is the door, I cut into as much strips as I could, and the strip was about 3 inches wide. Then I lightly sanded just to remove the splinters and make the door smooth to the touch. To put them together, I used glue and a pin nailer. You can also add screws to reinforce. Each door got 2 hinges, soft close 1 just because I already had in hand.
Trouble, you best beware. And though deep down, I know I might be headed for teardrops. Now that you got me started, I just can't stop. No, no. 'Cause I love you, baby. I can't let you go, baby. I gotta tell you that I won't. I've been looking.
I wanted to create a seamless blend of form and function. But more than that, it's also a reminder that even the most mundane spaces can be transformed with a bit of creativity and elbow grease. So, whether you are tackling a renovation project of your own or simply looking for inspiration, I hope this video has shown you that beauty can be found in the most unexpected places. And here is the final result.